get positive results, where now the landlord is willing to meet with the residents of Quincy Village. So it is my hopes that the meeting will be favorable and they will hear from the residents with open ears, and really try to work to change how they're doing business, because right now how they're doing business is not friendly, it's not welcoming, and it's not promoting that Bladensburg cares. So our business community, along with our residents, we create this community, and we have been in existence for 280 years. So it's just my hopes that um, the landlord comes to the table. I want to just thank my colleagues on this same vein with really doing a lot of investigative work. We have been looking at legislation. We've been talking to legislators in the state of Maryland, at the state level, at the county level, on this particular issue. And so we don't want to just make a decision that's going to damage the town of Bladensburg. We want to, really take our time and investigate what's presently going on. And so as legislative season opens up, we have PGCMA watching this. We have a lot of our delegates in District 47 looking at this. We have a phenomenal District 47 team. They have introduced us to many different players that represent landlords, such as property owners like Southern Management and other, so that we can just talk to them. So I just appreciate all of the residents' support, and my colleagues and I, we're really working hard on this. In addition to responding to individual needs, I continue to really encourage everyone to wear their masks. We are entering into a tri-epidemic, which is RSV, flu season, and COVID-19. And so with that being said, I will submit a formal written report. It was kind of stuck in my email box, but I just want to, just really thank the council for working alongside with me on these particular issues. I yield.
Thank you so much for your monthly report, Councilmember Rout. Next, we'll move forward with our other council member from Ward 1, Councilmember Trina Brown.
Thanks, Mayor James. Just really quick, I would like to inform the public that on December the 15th at 9:00 a.m., the council, two of the council members and myself will hold a special meeting, and this is to discuss the opera funding for the town's businesses. And I want to wish everyone a very safe, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year, and look forward to seeing you all in the new year in 2023.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Brown. And next we'll move over to Councilmember McBride for Ward 2.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm gonna just give one brief thing that I really want to say, and I'm gonna forego all the rest of it. But I want to thank the town of Bladensburg for working with VGC and the Now Foundation when we gave out the baskets for the town. It was really receptive, and also with the seniors. Thank you for all the council members and the mayor, and I'm grateful. I'm glad. I think it turned out good. That's it.
And thank you to the police department. I think they helped with
the police
stuffing.
department. I'm sorry,
Yes.
chief.
They probably had the assembly
That's
line
all.
going. Awesome. Thank you, Councilmember McBride. And Councilmember Blunt, over to you for Ward 2.
Good evening and happy holidays to come. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that supported the senior gala. Staff. Thank you, Mayor, for working with me on this project that was very dear to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I just thank everyone. I mean, it was a well put together program. Chief, I'd like to say thank you for not getting me beat up when you came up to, give the residents their baskets, because I was going to get hammered. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody who supported. And anytime you work with seniors and the community, thank you so much. And again, I always say I'm a phone call away. And thank your husband too for showing up. That's all I'm hearing about. But thank you, thank you.
That's wonderful. I'm glad you're hearing positive feedback, and we appreciated the opportunity, as I said before, to work with you, Councilmember Blunt, on bringing your vision to reality, and can't wait to do it again. So I'll move quickly. I just set the timer for myself. So in terms of reporting out for last month, I did want to mention that I did join the PGCMA Legislative Committee. And so during the month of November, we really worked hard to refine the legislative plan for the 2023 session, not just for the state, but also for the county. So in doing so, our priorities for state will be reform of vehicle exhaust noise, because that is a major disturbance to our residents. When you're got your baby to sleep finally, and then you hear these loud cars going by, or even for those of us who may work or just be resting, it is a disturbance. The other state legislative priority is on accessory dwelling unit authorization. And so really to ask the state to provide the local municipalities with authorization to create guidelines for that. So if you're caring for an aging parent, let's say, and you need to move them into your home to save money, but also easily provide care, that the local municipality would be able to determine the guidelines and application process for those. We also identified increasing stormwater management funding from the state. And then with respect to the county legislation, incorporating inclusionary zoning, and then also partnering with the county on equitable development, as well as traffic congestion improvement, which is a major sore spot. Also, we're asking for support from the state with respect to the MML priority on creating police accountability boards for municipalities who can support those and have their own police departments, such as Bladensburg. And then the second area under that, which is more directed to the county, well, I'm sorry, it's directed at the county and state, is the affordable housing initiatives, and primarily with rent stabilization, or basically prevention of price gouging, which affects residents at Quincy Village. We're also monitoring a few other items, but I do want to say, and formulating these priorities, Quincy Village was at the top of mind as I was articulating to my colleagues on the committee the need for the rent stabilization. And Friday, we did have our legislative meet and greet. So not only did we present the priorities, but I was able to meet with Senator Augustine, meet with Delegate Fennell at that event, talk to them about the urgency of now, why this is important, and get some buy-in from them. And I was also introduced to, I believe he's the chief of staff for the county executive. So we were able to meet Friday night. He took a bunch of notes. He's checking with legal to understand what jurisdiction and legal authority the county has to act now. And if there isn't any, to start working with us so we move in that direction, getting that necessary legislative authority from the state. So this is not something that we're waiting on, as my colleague said, Councilmember Rout, we're trying to do this the right way and do it smart. So we're not playing whack-a-mole and quickly passing legislative ordinances and laws in one town and having bad actors pop up in another community. We want to have a united front as we work to provide affordable housing for Prince George's County and more broadly for the state of Maryland. So that concludes my overview, but I'll make sure to get in a written report as well. And that the final report from me will conclude the mayor and council report as it relates to activities over the last month. I do want to thank everyone for their engagement all year long that is a part of the Bladensburg team. Thank you, Councilmember Blunt. Thank you, Councilmember McBride. Thank you, Councilmember Rout. Thank you, Councilmember Brown, for just being great partners this year. We're still working through the pandemic, but it has been a pleasure serving with each of you. I want to thank our amazing staff represented here and the teams that you lead and Supervisor Reinhardt, Mr. Charnovich, Chief Collington, Mr. Tonelli, Chief Sumner. Thank you for all that you do. It's hard to believe this year has come and gone already. This is our last time meeting for 2022, but you all have been an absolute blessing, and I'm so thankful for all that you continue to do to help our residents. And so with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
Excuse me, Mayor. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I would like to make an announcement real quick if I can.
Sure.
The delegate would like for me to inform you guys that we're doing a toy drive on December 22nd at the VFD on Rhode Island Avenue. We would be really grateful if you guys could come out and, you know, participate if you're available. Other than that, I'd just like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all that stuff.
Thank you so much. And thank you for jumping in. I apologize. I should have asked if you had any announcements, but yes, we will make a note of that. And I think we have the flyer so we can get that out in our e-blast this week. I'll talk to Mr. Charnovich offline about doing that. But again, with that, I'll call for a motion to adjourn.
Hey, Mayor.
One more thing.
I was like looking at the time. Did you go over your 3 minutes?
I sure did. The power of the gavel. I went 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And with that, I'll call for a motion to adjourn.
So
So
moved.
moved.
Moved by Councilmember Brown. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilmember Rout. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, let it be known by the saying of aye.
Aye.
Any nays? The ayes have it. Again, good night and happy holidays.
New Year's, happy
holidays.
holidays. Until next year.
Safe.
Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays,
Bye,
everyone.
Chief.
Thank you, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.